Hello children, Sai Ram. In revision series, today we are going to revise our one more grammar topic. Today we are going to revise degrees of comparison. In the previous period, we have covered adjectives and we have also studied the different kinds of adjectives. Today we are going to see degrees of comparison. We have already studied this topic. We are just going to revise it. And I'm sure you all must have been seated with your grammar textbooks which you all have purchased and completing your work time to time. Children, just I'm giving you the small example when we are in the class while writing. So we just compare whose writing is better, or so when we are sitting on the bench, then we compare among the bench partner, isn't it? And we say that my handwriting is better than you. Then we remember, oh, that particular child's handwriting is the best in the class, right? So what exactly we do here? We do comparison, isn't it? We say, no, my handwriting is good, but our friend say, no, mine is better than you. And then we remember that particular child's handwriting is the best in the class. So to compare the handwriting, we use different adjectives, isn't it? So they are called as degrees of comparison. Good, better, best. In a while, we have used all these three words. So let us revise and see what we have studied before. Ready? Let's move. Here few sentences are there, children. Read it aloud with me. Naina is as cool as a cucumber. Sun is brighter than the stars. Lead is the heaviest metal. Now, while reading, children, please give attention to the words which are underlined. Naina is as cool as a cucumber. Sun is brighter than the stars. And lead is the heaviest metal. So here to compare two things, we have used as and as, then we have added er to the word and est also. So such groups of words or phrases are called as degrees of comparison. In the above sentences, children, the underlined words as cool as, brighter than, and the heaviest are. There are three types of degrees of comparison. The first one is positive degree, second one comparative degree, and the third one is superlative degree. These are the three types of degrees of comparison: positive, comparative, and superlative degree. The positive degree is used to refer to one object, person, or place without making any comparison. For example, John is a short boy. Now see, children, the positive degree is used to refer to one object, person, place without making any comparison. We are just saying John is the short boy. In this sentence, we are not comparing the height of the John with anyone. We are just telling that John is a short boy. The comparative degree is used to compare two objects, people, or places. Okay. See the example. Tom is shorter than John. Tom is shorter than John. Give attention to the words written in red ink. Tom is shorter than John. Here we are comparing the height of Tom with the height of John. And what we are saying? Tom is shorter than John. The superlative degree refers to the greatest degree of adjectives. It is used to compare more than two objects, people, or places. In comparative degree, we do the comparison between two objects, persons, or places. But in superlative degree, we compare one thing with the other whole. Yash is the shortest boy among all. In this sentence, give attention to the word the shortest. And what is the sentence? Yash is the shortest boy among all. It means no other boy is shorter than the Yash. Isn't it? Yash is the shortest boy among all. So here we are comparing the height of Yash with the height of other children in the class. Now let us see few more examples of positive, comparative and superlative degree. Now children, when we will read these words, just give attention to the spellings also. Okay? Let's read it aloud. As hard as, harder than, the hardest. As hard as, harder than, the hardest. Then as thin as, thinner than, the thinnest. Give attention to the spellings. As thin as, thinner than, the thinnest. As light as, lighter than, the lightest. As dark as, darker than, the darkest. As feet as, feeter than, the fittest. Now here in these examples, these are the few examples I have mentioned here. But there are more words which you can study to study positive, comparative and superlative degrees. Now why the changes were there in the spellings? Let us see the rules which we have already studied and revised them. The first rule says we add ER and EST to most one or two syllable words that end in consonants. Now the words which have one or two syllable words and that end in consonants. So to such words we add just ER and EST. Then when the word ends in E, we add only R and ST to the adjective because the word is already ended in E. Then when the word ends in consonant plus Y, if the word is ending with the consonant and Y, in that case we drop the Y and add IER and IEST. Okay. When the word ends in consonant plus Y, now which are the consonant and which are the vowels? We have already studied. There are how many vowels? 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and remaining all are consonants. So when the words ends in consonant plus Y, we drop the Y and add IER and IEST. For example, happy, happier, happiest. HAPPY, happy. So to make the comparative degree of the word happy, what will we do? It's ending with Y. So we will drop Y and add IER to make it comparative and IEST to make it superlative. So the word will be HAPPY, IER, happier, and HAPPY, IEST, happiest. When a word of one syllable that ends in vowel plus consonant, we double the ending consonant and then add ER and EST. Give attention. When a word of one syllable that ends in vowel plus consonant. THIN, thin. So it's ending with the consonant N plus is having vowel before it. So vowel plus consonant I and N, thin. In that case, we double the ending consonant and then add ER and EST. So thin, thinner, thinnest. THIN, thin. THR double NER, thinner. And THR double NEST, thinnest. Fifth rule, there are some adjectives to which we add more and most to make it comparative and superlative. Now there are some words in English language, children, that we don't add ER or EST to that words to make it comparative or superlative, but we add more and most before them. For example, if I want to say the comparative and superlative degree of beautiful, so what should I say? Beautiful, beautifuler, beautifulest? No, I should say more beautiful, most beautiful. Okay. Same way, intelligent, more intelligent, most intelligent. So you have to remember, children, that there are some adjectives to which we add more and most to make it comparative and superlative degree. Sixth rule, there are some adjectives that do not form the comparatives and superlatives from their positives. So far we have seen the examples that we are forming the comparative and superlative from their positives. But there are some adjectives that do not form the comparatives and superlatives from their positives. They have irregular degrees of comparison. They have irregular degrees of comparison. Which are that words? Let's see. Now see, good. But to make the comparative degree of good, the entire word is changed into better. And the superlative degree, best. So good, better, best, bad, worse, worst, many, more, most, much, more, most, little, less, least. These are the few examples I have given to make you understand that there are certain words that they have irregular degrees of comparisons. Come on, we all will say it together once. Good, better, best. Bad, worse, worst. Many, more, most. Much, more, most. And little less, least. So I hope you enjoyed today's session also, children, and understood and revised degrees of comparison once again. Complete your work in the textbook. One more important thing I would like to tell you, that you have to study value education on your own, children, because we are going to have online exam of value education also. It will be same like MCQs, form of questions will be asked. So just read the textbook and keep yourself ready for the same. So should we stop here? Thank you. Sai Ram.